Today, I will be going over an event recently hosted by Remy, Mooney, and most importantly, Mr. Moneyman himself, Yoshi, where about 15 or so TDX content creators competed for a grand prize pool of $300. So, let's get into it. It all started a while back on July 24th, where I was invited to this Discord server by Remy, where this whole tournament began. Yoshi and Remy had the idea to host this tournament, so huge thanks and shoutouts and everything to those two for making this all possible, and to my goat HoneyT, but we'll get to him later. Anyways, over the course of a few weeks, we discussed what games should be in the tournament, what time it should happen, and eventually, we decided it would be hosted on August 16th, and in it would be Ink Games, Epic Minigames, Draw Me, and for the finale, a karaoke round. The first two people out would be permanently eliminated, but the rest of us would go off of a point system where every game we won got us points, and the highest points in the end would win. Let's start where it all started, with Ink Games. One more game! One more game! One more game! One more game! Each game in the Ink game counts as 1 point for winning, and being the winner of the entire Ink game in general gives a grand prize of 10 points. Now, starting off, red light, green light should be a pretty free game.
Hey, he's beating me up!
What? Get away from me, Ethan, bro! Ethan, what are you doing? Get away from— Well, it should have been, but then this dude, Ethan here, pushed me as soon as the game started, and made me start limping immediately, which, honestly, it wasn't looking too good. That could have killed me instantly. Get away from me!
Bro, it's red light, green light, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, HoneyT is my goat, bro! But then, as mentioned earlier, my goat, HoneyT, started carrying me across the whole game, and this moment would later influence the entirety of the tournament for me, with Ethan as my enemy and HoneyT as my friend, who I decided I would split the prize money with 50-50 if I won. HoneyT, if I win, I'm splitting the prize with you 50-50.
No, he's lying. He's lying.
I'm not lying, bro. Moving on to Dalgona. Wait, is that a dead body? Yeah, sadly, P-Guy died to the guards because, well, I didn't catch what happened, but I'm assuming he got pushed into these doors with the guards during the game's intermission. So he got slimed out super early, sadly, being the first death of the tournament. Rest in peace, P-Guy. Anyway, on to the next Ink game. Dalgona was pretty easy, but somehow Remy and Noob Joiner both got the Mona Lisa cookie, which, if you do not know, usually in Dalgona you cut out a triangle or a simple shape like this circle. But if you're unlucky, it deforms into this. So that's not really the greatest.
You can't release.
Remy got it! I Noob Joiner, come on!
Look at this dude.
Oh, he cracked! He cracked! No! Remy was able to beat it, but sadly, Noob Joiner was eliminated to it, and now that settles it. Both P-Guy and Noob Joiner were both permanently disqualified from the tournament, with no more chances to even earn points and make a comeback. For the next game, Lights Out, everyone is given weapons in a dark room, and you can guess what we are insinuated to do. But I just hid in the corner the whole time and nobody went after me, so that was easy. Remy sadly got slimed out in this round though, meaning he can no longer earn points during this game. He's not permanently out like the others before. He can still participate in the future games like Epic Minigames and Draw Me, but he can no longer gain points sadly. Next up was Hide and Seek, and I was selected as a hider. I felt pretty confident in this, you know, just run for a few minutes, hide in a room.
Credit for it.
No!
So we can all
I just died! That room was an instant death trap. Yeah, I forgot rooms can just lead to death, so that's how I got out on Ink Games, sadly. But with 3 games beaten, I had gathered 3 points, so I'll take it over nothing, and at least I wasn't eliminated as one of the first ones.
It
Am I third then?
depends,
Yo, Ethan. Yo, we gotta gang up on Ethan.
Because Mooney is an actual
Yo,
player, right?
Ted!
Oh my gosh.
This is
After some time went on, the winner of the Ink Games was Efan. And this gave him a grand prize of 10 points, along with the other games he had won, giving him a total of 15 points, which now made Efan a huge target for all the other players to sabotage, which you will see happen a lot later. Especially for me, because he almost got me killed at the start. Anyways, with Ink Game out of the way, here is what the scoreboard looked like. And moving on to the next game, Epic Minigames, where all you have to do is beat the minigame. It says you're winning at the top here, and that's how you get a point.
Keep talking, I'm gonna slap you.
Touch the core and I'll touch you, bro.
Oh!
Yo.
This
The
is
green one's
literally
always
gambling,
safe.
bro.
Yo!
Honey tea
Boom!
Honey tea goes.
Yo, what? That tickled me.
They're gonna come from both sides later on.
I didn't know.
Tickle me
there's that.
Elmo.
Yo, Remy, just say
Is
you're
that only
also
in
Can we
pro
get a
servers,
unique
or-
pattern, please? Bro.
Yo, it's fucking
Yo.
every time.
What is this?
Can we get a new pattern, please?
What's going on?
Oh wow, it's a little different. Okay, we have to get even though. We have to get
Yo,
even.
he's in the middle. It's game,
Versus
game, is
versus-
game, game.
What I'm
Get
hearing,
even,
what
get
I'm
even,
hearing
get
is
even.
everyone.
Why is this so laggy?
Yo, get even.
Where is Ethan?
We got him off.
If you touch the lava
gives you
part,
Fortnite
it actually
Battle Pass.
gives you more points in the tournament.
Yeah, and you got golden wash.
What
It's
is
like
this?
Skibidi toilet.
What do you mean it's like
Why are
Skibidi
we-
toilet?
Dang, this really is like Skibidi toilet.
It's Sardriva.
Everyone's
It's Sardriva.
dying.
It's Sardriva.
This is
I'm
so
so
like
good.
Skibidi.
I'm so good.
Sardriva.
This is a certified.
Boom! Epic Minigames honestly carried my point record, as with some of the versus-based games, I was able to get points that others were not able to, which just barely slid me into the finals later. And with Epic Minigames out of the way, here's what the scoreboard for Epic Minigames ended up like, and thankfully I was able to get 12 points, tied with Rogue for the highest in that category. Of course, the Ink Game still had Ethan in the lead by a ton, though, so something had to be done. And that something was the next game, Draw Me. In Draw Me, it selects a random person's avatar, and everyone in the server has to draw it within 5 minutes. Although with Roblox, the time limit can be extended or decreased, and that played a pretty vital role in this game. As you can see here with Mooney, on this one round, for some reason, we were given like 10 minutes to draw this guy's avatar. It was kind of... that kind of made us start getting tired of the game, to be honest. Yeah,
Hey,
no more
hey,
games!
hey,
No
hey.
more games!
Hey, I wanna stop. This is so
Please
boring.
stop! We've had enough of this!
Nah, this gotta go,
One more
guys.
game,
This
one more
gotta go.
game.
At the end of all the drawing, everyone votes on everyone's art, and that's this game. Ethan, being the main target, was just absolutely berated with 1-star votes literally the entire game. It didn't matter what he drew, everyone just immediately went for 1 star. 1 star.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
love the
Ethan.
doctors, you know, I gotta download all these. I'm gonna download all these.
It's
It's
Ethan.
Ethan! It's Ethan!
The EO is Eva! EO!
Oh, Ethan, what star?
As for my progress in this game, it honestly was pretty bad. I'm not the best artist. How scoring worked was the top 1 voted gets 3 points, top 2 gets 2 points, and top 3 gets 1 point. Throughout the entirety of our time on Draw Me, this one drawing got me 1 point, so, you know, not the best performance, but this 1 point did luckily save me and get me into the finals, so holy cow, that was close.
I see the vision. I see the vision.
What?
Oh, wait, this is
Wait,
this
that's
is
so creative. That's so creative.
All the gun.
Whoa, wait, this is
That's so
fire.
silly.
It's fire. It's fire.
Wait, hold on.
Clean, this is clean.
Lean on. What's that saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 5 stars, 5 stars. What?
Oh.
Remy's screen is just.
Ethan, bro. Ethan, bro.
Get it out.
What is this?
Get out, Ethan.
Yo. Chill
I'm
out.
tired,
I'm
boss.
tired, boss.
Bro.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Do you have like some background like drawing expertise or something?
Hey, okay. Look at the detail of
like it.
Okay.
Look at the scene, bro.
Oh, this is tough. This is
Ooh.
tough.
We can all sing
That's
though.
tough.
Pretty
Wait,
sure we can
that's
all sing,
tough.
right?
The scoreboard for Draw Me looked like this, where as you can see, Rogue, 10 letters, and Terry were the main artists gathering all the points for this. But now, it was time to head into the final round. The top 6 people with the highest points would be the ones going into the final round. Ethan, even without any points in Draw Me, still pretty much guaranteed his spot in. Rogue, Terry, and 10 Letters also had guaranteed their spots, and the top 4 were taken. But as you can see, between EpicZill, me, and Fredericks, there was a 3-way tie with all of us having 16 total points for the last 2 spots in the top 6. So we had to resort to Russian roulette as a tiebreaker for this spot. All 3 of us loaded into the game, and the first person to pull that trigger and die would be the one kicked out of the top 6. Let's do this, guys!
Have you ever played? Have you ever played Russian roulette?
Dude, I'm shaking, bro, I'm shaking!
I actually feel like I'm about to kill myself.
I know, dude, this is so scary, this is so scary.
Stop!
I'm so scared.
Oh, I'm so cooked.
Dude.
If you spin it, you completely change the odds, by the way. So like, if you know where the bullet is, you can just
Oh, dude!
I actually just like.
Dude,
wait,
this is so scary.
Yo, how do I get this off my screen?
Oh, God. Boom. Fredericks was out. This was one of the most intense parts of the tournament, and I just barely by a hair got into the top 6. Holy cow. Now, finally, all of our points were reset, and the finale to decide who would win the grand prize of $300 was karaoke. We would all select our own song, sing it, and the losers of the previous game, who were now out of the tournament, would rate the singing from a scale of 1 to 5, and the highest scores would win. Now, most of the karaoke section I won't be able to show because, like, that's a lot of copyright, but here's how it went. We spun a wheel to decide the order of who went, and first up was Ethan, my nemesis. I was low-key praying on his downfall. He sung Payphone and low-key cooked.
Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the people we used to be.
I already danced to it as well while he was on the live stream, but I didn't see that part. Still, he put on an amazing first performance, setting the stage for the rest of our performances, and honestly putting up a pretty high bar for us to reach. Anyway, next on the wheel officially was Salts. Originally meant to be EpicZill, but EpicZill switched his spots with Salts, so there he is. And Salts sung Golden from the K-pop Demon Hunters movie and cooked on it as well.
We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden.
The bar was being set pretty high, and I was getting pretty nervous for when it would be my turn, but I had a plan that we'll get to later. Oh, never mind, not later, the wheel selected me. Alright, my plan was to sing the Ninjago intro. If you know me, I'm a pretty big Ninjago fan. I know the lyrics to the song very well, and I knew I'd be confident to sing it, so I did, and I felt like I was low-key cooking. They say go slow and everything just stands so still. We say go go, we're ready for the fight, we know the drill. Monday morning. Okay, well at some parts it was kind of hard to hit notes at the volume I was singing, and there was some kind of bad voice cracks, but I knew the song very well, so I sung it somewhat well, and that's how that went. Next person selected by the wheel was Terry. And compared to some of the other performances so far, he actually chose a more laid-back, slow Christmas song, which caught a lot of us off guard, and his voice was actually really good, I can't lie.
They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of glow sticks and goodies on his sleigh.
If anyone was going to win, I was low-key betting on him at this point. Until the next performance happened. 10 Letters was chosen by the next wheel, and he chose to sing Mine Diamonds with his microphone turned up to Yeah, it was an undisputed masterpiece though, and I was scared I'd lose now from this. But lastly, Rogue's turn came around, and he sung this Deltarune song.
When the demon heart is crying and the blood is gushing bright, raise up your bat for the burning fight.
Bro, can we get married?
Yeah! Well, anyway, congratulations to everyone who has made it so far. Everyone's had tons of fun with all the games and karaoke at the end. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, who won in the end of all of this? Remy counted up the numbers while we played some pressure in the background, and here were the final winners.
Okay.
No, let's go! Yes!
Let's go!
Nice.
Prize money of $300 was agreed to be distributed as $100 between the top 3, and that marks the end of the first TDX tournament. Again, huge thanks and shoutouts to Remy, Yoshi, and Mooney for hosting this tournament. It was super fun to play around with some of the other content creators in the community while we wait for Nightmare to eventually come out, and thank you to everyone who voted the scores during the karaoke and helping me tie for 2nd to 3rd place. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out. Have a good day. Now, if you're wondering, hold on, didn't you say you were gonna split the money 50-50 with Honey Tea? I'll let him speak for himself.
He's humble.
No. Nah, you keep the money, baby.
No 50-50?
No, you're good.
You get
I think you
50-50
deserve it.
with Dr. Xenon.
No, I do like 0-100
Like
for
a rat.
Xenon. Honey Tea's my goat. Anyways, peace out. Have a good day.